Hello and welcome to the Agent Survival Guide podcast. This is our series, Agent Apps. I'm your host, Tina Lamoureux. This series introduces you to apps that will make daily life and your business run smoother. From fitness, travel, to personal planners, and more, we've tested them all. There's a lot of buzz going on about artificial intelligence. It's a hot topic and one you can't avoid when opening up news websites or social media. If you're like me, you are probably tired of hearing about all the crazy things AI can do. Or you might be really excited for all the new opportunities that it brings to the table. Whatever side of the fence you're on, AI doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Even though I'm skeptical, I do think there is value in at least trying it out. It's not like AI is a new thing. It's already integrated into many areas of our lives. It's just made a lot of advancements recently. These new advancements may prove to be a useful tool to assist with tasks and automation. In this episode, I'm reviewing the top AI chatbots and how they can help you generate ideas for marketing your business and utilizing social media. First, I want to quickly look at how AI chatbots work. And no, it's not magic. There are many different types of AI chatbots. Most of the ones you've heard of in the media and the ones I'm reviewing in this episode are called generative chatbots. To put it very plainly, these chatbots can generate answers by accessing information on the internet. Both chatbots were trained to gather and present information. Bing AI was trained on Common Crawl data, which crawls the internet and allows the public to access its archives. Google Bard also uses Common Crawl, in addition to Infiniset, which is not open to the public. The difference between the chat and a regular internet search is the bots craft an original written answer using bits of information it found in the database. Think of it as an intern or assistant handing you a brief research report on a topic. It makes your job a lot easier with all of the information laid out in a convenient and digestible format. It seems a little less like magic now, doesn't it? Still, the answers can be pretty impressive. Before we review the apps, it's also important to remember when you're posting online and communicating with clients to follow CMS compliance. Always refer to CMS guidelines with any social media or marketing material. Here at Ritter, we created an ebook on social media marketing for insurance agents. This will guide you through the process of reviewing your social media and marketing materials to ensure they are CMS compliant. Find out how you can get your free copy in the episode notes. Now let's get to the apps. I tried 2 AI chatbots, Bing's AI and Google Bard. Let's dive into my interaction with Bing's AI mobile app first. The app has the regular Bing search engine with the chat built into it. In the chat, you can choose between 3 conversation styles: more creative, more balanced, or more precise. You can ask the chat 5 questions a day without creating a Microsoft account. If you want unlimited questions and answers, either sign in to an existing account or create one. At first, I asked Bing AI to help me generate some social media post ideas. I typed in, quote, "I need help creating social media posts for insurance agents," end quote. Within seconds, the answer I got was 9 paragraphs long. I won't share the whole conversation. I'll just highlight one part of the answer. Quote, engage with infographics. Infographics are visual representations of data or information that are easy to understand and share. You can use infographics to educate your audience about insurance topics, such as the benefits of different types of policies, the common risks and claims in your area, or the latest industry trends and statistics. End quote. At the end of the message, the AI gave me the links to the websites it referenced so I could look more in depth into the topic. This and the other advice it gave me was surprisingly helpful. It told me ideas for creating video content for insurance agents and how to make professional social media more personal. Then I realized I could narrow my search down even more. I could be more specific with, quote, Medicare insurance agents, unquote. So I asked the same question just with Medicare added in. This time, my answer was 13 paragraphs. It gave me examples of posts that explain difficult Medicare concepts. It also gave me some general post ideas. Here's one of them, quote, are you turning 65 soon? If so, you may be eligible for Medicare, but you need to enroll during your initial enrollment period, which starts 3 months before your 65th birthday and ends 3 months after. Don't miss this important deadline. Contact us today to find out how you can enroll in the best Medicare plan for your needs. End quote. At a glance, this looks like a good post. But I wanted to check if it was CMS compliant. So I contacted a member of our compliance team, Allison, who helped me out with reviewing this social post. Allison said this post would certainly be considered an advertisement, but changes needed to be made for it to be compliant for use. She provided the following feedback that details the necessary and recommended changes. The usage of the term Medicare needs to be updated/qualified to better describe what is being referenced, and to avoid the potential for the usage to be misleading. Rather than using the term Medicare as a standalone term, the usage would need to be further qualified to describe what aspect of Medicare is being referred to, in order to avoid being misleading or confusing the advertisement recipient. For example, in the ad, the term Medicare is used twice. The first usage is describing those that are turning 65 and are newly eligible for the Medicare program. As such, it is clearer and more compliant to state, quote, Medicare program, unquote, rather than just Medicare. The second usage is describing an agent/agency being able to help an individual evaluate their plan options. In most cases, agents/agencies represent multiple plan types, like MA, PD, MS, and as such, the term Medicare insurance would be clearer and more compliant to use rather than just Medicare. However, if the agent/agencies did only represent one plan type, or only one plan type was being represented in the advertisement, then it would be recommended that they use the specific, proper term to describe what Medicare insurance option they are specifically referencing, like Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D prescription drug plan, or Medicare Supplement, rather than just Medicare. The next sentence could likely be expanded upon and updated to be clearer. Allison recommended rephrasing as, quote, most people enroll when first eligible. during their initial enrollment period. This enrollment period runs 7 months, starting 3 months before you turn 65 and ending 3 months after the month you turn 65. End quote. The next sentence in the post, in her opinion, could come across as a high-pressure scare tactic that creates a false sense of urgency. At least it certainly doesn't provide any additional information to avoid undue panic. Allison would rephrase this sentence as, quote, "For some people, enrolling when they're first eligible makes sense. However, there may be some situations where it makes sense to delay enrollment." End quote. The last sentence has a few areas that could use some updates. The first is the use of the superlative best. The second is the usage of the term Medicare, which we already talked about. And the third is the fact that this ad has not made it clear that by contacting the entity making the post, the individual can expect to be put in contact with a licensed insurance agent. For an agency, Allison would rephrase this as, quote, "Contact us, agency name, to find out how one of our licensed insurance agents can help you evaluate your unique situation to decide on a Medicare insurance option that fits your needs." End quote. For an agent, she would rephrase this as, quote, "As a licensed insurance agent, you can contact me, agent name, for assistance in evaluating your unique situation to decide on a Medicare insurance option that fits your needs." End quote. Putting this feedback together, the ad now reads for an agency, quote, "Are you turning 65 soon? If so, you may be eligible to enroll in the Medicare program. Most people enroll when first eligible, during their initial enrollment period. This enrollment period runs 7 months, starting 3 months before you turn 65 and ending 3 months after the month you turn 65. For some people, enrolling when they're first eligible makes sense. However, there may be some situations where it makes sense to delay enrollment. Contact us, agency name, to find out how one of our licensed insurance agents can help you evaluate your unique situation to decide on a Medicare insurance option that fits your needs." End quote. Or another version for an agent could be, quote, "Are you turning 65 soon? If so, you may be eligible to enroll in the Medicare program. Most people enroll when first eligible, during their initial enrollment period. This enrollment period runs 7 months, starting 3 months before you turn 65 and ending 3 months after the month you turn 65. For some people, enrolling when they're first eligible makes sense. However, there may be some situations where it makes sense to delay enrollment. As a licensed insurance agent, you can contact me, agent name, for assistance in evaluating your unique situation to decide on a Medicare insurance option that fits your needs." End quote. Overall, it's important that agents review the generated content prior to posting to ensure that it is compliant with federal, state, and carrier marketing and communication regulations, guidelines, and best practices. Thank you, Allison, for your help reviewing these AI-generated social posts. The chatbot was helpful with generating ideas for online content and looking at topics at a new angle. It saved me the time of researching ideas over the internet by selecting specific articles and sources that were connected by keywords to my question. But the answers I got were not all CMS compliant. So, human editing is needed to keep your social media and marketing compliant when you post or send out materials. I definitely recommend giving Bing AI a try. Just remember to use your personal discretion and judgment with the answers you get. Bing AI is available for download on iOS, Android, and has a web browser version for Microsoft Edge. Next, I tried out Google Bard. Unlike Bing AI, at the time of this recording, Google Bard does not have a mobile app version. You can use it by going to bard.google.com, and you can't use the chat without signing into your Google account. On the main page, you will see Bard Experiment. It lets you know right away that the app has limitations, and the answers should be taken with discretion, and humans may step into the process of answering for quality control. Because of this, Bard advises that you do not enter any sensitive information into the chat. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's see how Bard assisted me with social media and marketing ideas. Here's my exact question I asked Google Bard. Can you help me generate ideas for Medicare insurance agents' social media posts? The answer was a similar length as Bing's chatbot, though the content was broader. Google Bard told me to get involved with local events and organizations, run contests and giveaways, share helpful information with followers, and it gave me examples of social media posts. They were very similar to the ones I got from Bing AI, so they needed editing to make them CMS compliant. But Bard's suggestions were helpful for my creative process. Overall, I'd say I had a positive experience with both of these AI chatbots, though I am leaning in favor of Bing's AI. I found Bing's AI answers to be more detailed and on topic, while Google Bard's answers were broader and more generic sounding. The free version of Bing's AI chat is limited to information prior to 2021. Google Bard, on the other hand, uses current information, so it has the edge in that area. It's important to remember that the answers you receive from programs like these should be cross-referenced by other sources and used with discretion. That being said, generative AI can be a useful tool in research and idea generation. It's not a replacement for my own creativity or hard work, but it is a tool I can use if I'm feeling stagnant or stuck on a marketing or social media project. I definitely plan to use it in my creative process in the future. It allows me to save time on mining the internet for sources. It does the work for you in seconds, leaving you time to focus on the human aspect of your business, like spending time with your clients. Podcasts are a great way to consume information on the go and save you time. We have a lot of content on social media and marketing here on the podcast, and we did the work for you by adding those episodes to the notes. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed listening to my journey with AI chatbots. Thank you again, Allison, for assisting with this episode. If you have any app ideas for future episodes, you can let us know by leaving a response on Spotify, social media, or by emailing us at asgpodcast@ritterim.com. We'll see you next episode. The Agent Survival Guide podcast is a production of Ritter Insurance Marketing, an integrity company. This episode was written and produced by me, Tina Lamoureux, with script editing by Sarah Ruppel, design by Urban Rivera, and artwork by Vivian Zhao. Follow along with us wherever you get your podcasts.